A minion tank is one of the entry-level roles that everyone should know how to do at AOD. Being a Mage MT, or sometimes called Entangler, is a great way to start learning the role and being a utility for Vuln. I am JVP, and this video will serve as a guide for those who want to learn how to Mage Minion Tank. During your session at AOD, there should be 4 minion tanks. Each tank will have an associated minion and quadrant. Aside from doing DPS, a minion tank should tank Nexus Element special attack, handle the river with pre-placed mines, and bind upon spawn to kill later, break the amalgamation, and most importantly, lure their minion. Note that in each session, there should be a mage minion tank that's assigned for applying Vuln at the start of the kill and at the crystals or pillars. Pre-phase. Start with max adrenaline and put mines at the river's path or spawn. At phase 1, your duty is to have a sunshine rotation on Nex to DPS well, to tank the element when Nex faces your quadrant, and once your river has spawned, bind and bleed them to kill them later on after phase. Your position should be with a flanking switch, flank position by your quadrant, and after phase, detonate spot if using detonate for amalgamation. If you're not gonna do deto spot, just avoid the blast radius of the amalgamation. Some warnings: if no one stands at the quadrant that Nex phases, her enrage stacks increase, making it more difficult for the base tank. If Nex is not phased quick enough after element special, 3 subsequent orbs that deal damage over time will spawn where everyone is standing, so be careful where it's placed if this does happen. Phase 2. Your duty is to damage Nex with a few thresholds before breaking your amalgamation. Once it's broken, lure your respective minion, and if you're Umbra, you have to Vuln that minion. After luring your minion, you have to use Sunshine and get out of the way of the other minion's paths. For your positioning, you have to be on surge spot while luring and on flank spot for most of the phase. Some warnings for this phase is that the amalgamations will kill you if you're below 4.6k HP at its blast radius. Moving too quick after lure may block the other minions' paths. This will make it more difficult for the chinner to clear them all. You have to anticipate around 4 abilities after minions start attacking you. Otherwise, you'll get stunned and lose DPS. For phase 3, just DPS will help clearing minions with detonate or other AoEs like chain or corrupted blast. During this phase, stay by flanking position. Make sure to handle mechanics properly by notifying people when you get smoke or moving away from the pile when you get ice as well. For phase 4, make sure to Vuln pillar if you're the designated Vulner. Threshold them to help kill them quicker. Careful with bomb, ice, and shadow mechanics. In the end, just DPS Nex with Sunshine, and if the kill is quick enough, you don't have to use Sunshine. For some recommendations for your familiar, you would want to have a Still Titan or Reaper Demon. And if you don't have that summoning level, don't worry because you can use a Nihil or any other DPS familiar. For your abilities, I recommend having access to Bladed Dive for your mobility, Corruption Blast, and Greater Chain to help with amalgamations and minions. For your gear, having an Inquisitor staff greatly helps with DPS as it is the best in slot there. I recommend having at least T80 power armor and an Amulet of Souls. Having a Gothic staff or a Gothic staff spec in your Essence of Finality would really help with phasing Nex. Having Blast Diffusion boots helps with phase transition so that you can build detonate while Nex can't be damaged. Having a rune pouch could really save space. For your perks, aside from the usual DPS perks, it helps to have Venom Blood and having a mobile switch. In your inventory, if you don't have that Venom Blood perk, I recommend bringing a Weapon Poison or Gothic's Rest. It's nice to bring an Excalibur and Ancient Elven Ritual Shard for constant replenishment of your HP and prayer. If you're in regular spellbook, Nature Runes should be brought for binds. Having Best Overloads, a good combination of brews, and solid food or blue blubber jellyfish will help with the kills. A sample of me doing Mage Tank at Umbra is linked in the description below. Well, that's it for this Mage Minion Tank guide. If you learned something from this guide, leave a like, and if you'd like to see more Runescape related stuff, do subscribe.